All right, y'all. It's your boy back again, and like I said, man, if y'all was on DJ's live a little bit ago, I said I was gonna make another video today, and so here I am, delivering on my promise. I was in the process of making another video, and DJ hit me up, so he kind of cut into it, so I had to start over again. But it's all good, you know. So DJ, if you see this, hey, you're a jerk. Not play. But so I want to talk about, and if you haven't looked at that stream, you might want to go look at it for context. I was kind of on there like the last 20, 25, 30 minutes and everything. But I basically want to talk to you guys about the Pelicans overall. Like, who are the Pelicans, right? And so, like last year, what were they? High flying, high octane offense, running gun, uh, beat you in transition pace. Make threes. That was the name of the game, right? Young team, and you know all of that. But what are they now, right? The team looks different. No Drew, no Favors. Matter of fact, I told you guys Favors wasn't coming back, but I know the beat writer. I'm friends with the beat writer um, who does the Utah Jazz, and so I would make posts on Facebook and he'd comment and he would tell me certain little things. He didn't tell me directly, but he hinted at it, so I was able to parlay that and say, okay, a couple of things like that. I ain't gonna get into who the guy's name is, you know what I'm saying? But here's my thing. The Pels last year had, we knew who they were, right? We knew how they beat teams, yada yada yada. They basically wipe you off the floor with transition and threes. That was how they got you. Um, and late game, if it was closest, Drew and Bi heroics. Now, this year it's a little different. They got Bledsoe, even though Bledsoe hasn't been closing, but they got Bledsoe. They got Adams. Both are new. The bench is different. Last year we had Frank, Kenrich, Etwan. None of those guys are back this year. Jaleel Okafor. None of those guys are back this year. This year we got a couple familiar faces, Josh Hart and all, JJ, and then we got Kira Lewis, and then we got Melly from last year as well, and Jackson Hayes, who was basically the for sure backup. Um, if we take out JJ Redick, and if we don't include Bi, the shooters on this team is Lonzo Ball, Josh Hart, Nikhil Alexander Walker, and Melly. That's it. You only got four shooters. So, even with the starting lineup, Drew last year was kind of average ish from three, but he can make them. He was like 36%, 35%. He was like 36, 37. He was right around there. Okay. And I think league average is like 35, 36. So he was like league average. He was a threat. So they had to guard him. Lonzo was basically the fourth option in that situation. So he got a lot more wide open looks. This year, not so much. He's kind of like the third option. Matter of fact, on the court for three, he definitely is the third option because he's the only guy. Really, he's more like the second option because he's the only guy who can really shoot the three out there other than Bi. Um, but who are the Pels? So far this year, I've seen two versions of the Pels. I've seen this last game, the Lonzo Pels, where they pushed the pace and run. And to their credit, they were actually pushing the pace and running the entire game. It's like we got the first Zion Zoe alley oop this year. It took 5 fucking games. But, we got to see some of the gentryness from last year emerge, right? Bi went down, and we got to see The Pelicans play like last year offensively with Stan Van Gundy's defense this year. So they could do it. They're more than capable. They could do this. But here's the thing. Should they play this way based on the roster? That's the question. And I'm finding myself thinking about this. Maybe they should play inside out. Um, Hear me out. To me, they kind of remind me of Memphis. I know Memphis was older. You know, they had Marc Gasol, they had Zebo, they had Mike Conley. You know, you could say Steven Adams, Zion, and then Zoe. Um, and they had a couple other pieces here and there. But my thing is this: Steven Adams, I don't think people understand how ridiculously skilled Steven Adams is. Steven Adams, as far as big man, is up there as far as skill, like in technique. Those things are I could do a case study on Steven Adams and some of the little things he does on the court. High IQ, he's just amazing, phenomenal player. Um, I kind of want to play inside out. I want to give the ball to Zion and Steven Adams and let them make decisions and pass out the post. Now, hear me out. We got to see a long range bomb to Steven Adams twice. The first one he overthrew because Steven Adams he was trying to get it to him and he overthrew it a little bit and Steven Adams couldn't catch it and stop it anyway. The other one, Steven Adams had position. He literally threw it over to like two or three defenders and Steven Adams was underneath he threw him open basically. You know, it's like, did Lonzo really just make that fucking pass? Like, yo, he really threw a full court pass right on the money to Steven Adams on the other end with two other guys on him. Steven Adams got it. It was three guys on him, and then he made the bucket. He's sitting there like Lonzo's passes sometimes is just like for real. It is for real. But to the point, Steven Adams is a phenomenal passer at the post. He's a phenomenal passer. Zion is like he knows how to make the right read. But because they've been giving the ball to Bi to basically point guard his way through it, it's like, and I made in my other video I said this: Zion has been nerfed. You know, that's for people that don't know, don't play games and stuff. Nerfed is a term to me. You know, you get debuffed, you lose, ability. You lose, capability, essentially. He's been locked away because Lonzo, consequentially, has been locked away. And to that point, it would be nice to get, I think, Lonzo going with Zion early. Now, here's my thing, right? There's some teams that are gonna want to play them small. That's not gonna work. You're not gonna be able to play this team small because Zion is gonna bully. Steven Adams is gonna bully. And my thing is, you know what? Here's how we do this. Let's punish them early. Get them going in the post early. Feed them. Let's slow the game down. Like, let's beat them up. Let's beat up other teams. Just manhandle them in the post. Just kill them in the post. Get them going early. Wear the front court down. Late in the game, you can go to Josh Hart. You can go to Lonzo. You can go to Bledsoe. You can go to Bi. And hey, everybody else, Zion and Adams, they can still keep killing them in the post. But you're going to wear opposing front courts down to the point those shots that your guards normally wouldn't make would go in. Plus, when you're beating them up and they fatiguing and their legs is catching up, oh, we're in the pick and roll. Okay, now the big has to make the decision. Oh, wait a minute, Lonzo set back for the three. Oh, okay. Bi stay back for the three. Okay, man, I'm too tired to go get you. Like, that's what's going to happen. It's going to wear down teams, and they can still run. They can still run, but what I'm saying is, would it be better if this team played inside out and had the identity, we're going to be rough, we're going to be physical, and we're going to just take you out of the game, and then when you're tired, because, to me, it's just like, okay, We've seen Lonzo play excellent defense. Zion defense has been terrible. He's had some moments, but Steven Adams has played excellent defense, IQ, everything. Bi's played in the spurts. Bledsoe has played good defense. Josh Hart has played good defense. Nall has played good defense. What I'm telling you guys is, I think I want this team to play rough and physical. When you come in, it's like these motherfuckers here. They gonna beat you up and they gonna make you run. I want the Pelicans to be a team where it's like they gonna play from the inside and work their way out. They gonna beat you up early and they gonna pace you to death. If you don't run, you're gonna lose. If you're not better conditioned, you're gonna lose. And if you don't have the bigs to compete with ours, we're gonna win a rebound battle. We're gonna beat you up down low. Because what's gonna happen is they're gonna get the rebound, they gonna pass the zone. You gotta go run. If you can't run, okay, we're gonna give it to Steven Adams. He's gonna make his play. He's gonna get his shot. Steven Adams, and I'm not saying Steven Adams has to be number one option or number two, number three. What I'm saying is get him going, have him power through, and work their big man. He's got excellent touch around the basket. Not Bi, but Zion, let him post up. Or if you say, okay, Zion can't post up, fine. Let him drive and attack. Let him get physical. Let him pound the other players. And once they do that and wear them down, it's like, okay, you're gonna get it twofold. You're gonna get beat up, and then you're gonna have your legs wearing down because of so. What's gonna open up? Mid-range jumpers. This team may not be a good three-point shooting team this year because they don't have the pieces. But I think if you tell them, look, stick with the game plan, and in the third quarter, fourth quarter, it's going to open up for you. I mean, let's look at some of the teams they're going to have to play. Like the Lakers, they're not going to be well. Marc Gasol is not a good defender. Like I'm sorry to tell y'all, he's too old. AD, different story, but I think you could wear AD down if you punish him and pound him all day. I think LeBron would wear down too if you start punishing him and pounding him all day. The Clippers. Zubac ain't finna hold ground. Serge can play defense, but he'll wear down too. And if you get Paul George and Kawhi in the post, you can wear them down too. They good defensively, but they don't want to be in the post all day. Denver. Denver's not even in the top 8 teams right now because I think they're like 1-3. Joker don't want to deal with that. Plumlee don't want to deal with that, right? Like, let's keep going through teams. Who has the front court that want to take this kind of punishment all day? Like, okay, the Jazz, they got Gobert. They got some pieces there. They got Derek Favors. You might not want to play that way with them. Fair enough. But you can match them and play balanced against them. You got enough versatility. That's fine. So you may not be able to do that against the Jazz. Who else? Portland. Who do they have? They have. I'm trying to think of the guy's name. They got Cantor. And I can't remember the other guy, the white dude. I can't remember his name right now. But none of them want to. Like, they're not going to play defense. Like, who else? Who else is winning games in the West? Who was a playoff team? OKC, we just beat them. They don't want no parts of that. Houston, they got Cousins, but who else really? Like, I mean, I'm just naming teams, guys. I'm not, the Kings. The Kings don't want to get. None of these teams want to get beat up from the inside out. You see what I'm saying? And that's just the bigs, right? You got Bled and Lonzo. Your guards are not like Lonzo has been clamping every fucking guard. Now, that shit ain't gonna work against everybody. Like, he ain't gonna be able to do that shit to Ben Simmons. But Ben Simmons is gonna live at the rack. So you're not gonna be able to do that to Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons is just gonna he's just gonna win. Right? And there's, Luka, he's not gonna be able to clamp Luka like consistently, but Luka is a gamer. He's just like tall guards, you're not gonna be able to take them out of their game. You can forget it. He's not going to be able to beat Harden, Steph. The truly elites that can go out there and get it at any time. Dame, like, he can get problems with Dame because Dame is short. Kimba, he can get problems with the Dim. But he's not going to do that every single time. He'll probably get them, you know, one or two times when they play, which that may be all you need. So, with the guards playing physical and you're feeding down low, you're beating up the team. Maybe that's the way they need to play, right? Remember, before we got to the 3-point era, there was other ways to play this game. I don't see why we just can't beat teams up. Be like, just go out there, be like, hey man, you get into their ass. I'm just beat them up. Just straight. I ain't saying you got to be the bad boys Pistons, but when they come out there, you get physical. You hound teams. You make it hard on them. And then when they're about to break, you pick up the pace. You run them down. You feed the post. You weaken the front court. Y'all start attacking the basket. It's going to open up because they're not going to have the strength to switch. The legs are going to be too heavy because Zion and Adams do all the work for you. Let them grind the other team down. And the guards can carry late game. Because at that point, if Rudy Gobert is exhausted, what is he going to do? Like, what? We just talking about the West. I could get into the East. But one of the teams you're not going to be able to do that against is the Bucks. And Orlando when they're healthy because they just got too much. Matter of fact, if I'm the Pels and I'm going to be on the bandwagon for this, I'm going to go ahead and put this out right now. Pelicans need to be calling Orlando to see if they could go get Mo Bamba immediately because he's not playing. Hey man, what we got to do? Y'all not playing this cat. Y'all drafted him like in the first round. What's up? What y'all want? We give y'all Jackson Hayes. Okay. Do y'all want another stretch? We give you Jackson Hayes and Melly. Is that enough? We'll give you Jackson Hayes, Melly, and a pick. All right. Mo Bamba, I think, would be fantastic for this team. But, we're going to put that to the side. We're not going to dig into that right now. But my point is, if you play inside out, first of all, you get to use your greatest weapon, Zion. And then you got to make your shooters and your guards better late game. If your guards dig in, if your guards buy in and say, look, dig into them early. Like, do not, hassle. We don't have to tell Zoe that. Zoe has been phenomenal defensively this year. Like, he's been amazing defensively. Keep doing you, Zoe. Blake, get into him. B.I., dig into them, man. Don't cut them no slack. You get physical with them. And you grind it out. And y'all sit there, take teams out the game, and then ultimately, after Zion and Adams do enough of wearing them down, they got to switch because a faster guard is coming. Where they legs at? They wasted so much energy trying to stop Zion and Adams the entire game. Now you got Brandon Ingram coming in and attacking the rim. Now you got Zoe attacking the rim. Now you got Josh Hart attacking the rim. Now you got Naw attacking the rim. Y'all see what I'm saying? Guess what? Zion ain't going to stop attacking. Zion's still attacking the rim. It's going to open up. Y'all are going to rip it from them. You don't have the shooters. Now, you can sit back and as their legs get tired and wobbly, JJ's coming around them picks in the fourth quarter. They can't keep up. They can't follow them, so they got to go under. Wait a minute. Because going under would be easier. Let me go under. Oh, I went under JJ Redick, open three. I know he hadn't been shooting well this year so far, but think about it. Let them wear them out. Like, maybe that's the way they should play. Maybe this is what the team should be doing instead. Because, let me say this. Some of Stan's stuff is absolutely working, and I see it. I think we all see defensively they're a much better team. They've held several teams under 100, in like at least half of the games, maybe 4 or 5, 3 of the 5, 4 to 5. Yeah, they've done it. They've been great there, right? But, again, I made a video saying you should play it to the strength of your guys. You got better defenders than you think on this team. You had good guard defenders last year. You still got them this year. Let them spearhead that defense up front and just get into these guys. And let Zion and Adams grind the front courts down. B.I. could get his shot at any time. And sometimes I think B.I. has letting that I'm the man go to his head a little bit. And so he's like, He'll wave people off because he's trying to prove and still show, yeah, I'm that guy. I think you need to reel him back in and be like, look, guy, phenomenal player, phenomenal talent. But to get the most out of your game, let's dial you back on offense, up your defense, and let's let the game come to you. Look, Zion and them are gonna grind them out. You just have to play your defense. Late game, his effect is gonna make you better. Cause they're not gonna have the legs. When you want to go and dunk on Rudy Gobert ain't gonna have the legs to stop you. We don't want to stagnate the offense. You could carry us, please carry us, because that's what your offense is for. Carry us, please. But let that man get him going. Let Lonzo get the passing to him because Lonzo can pass people open. And BI has to understand that. Look, Lonzo's the better passer, right? Maybe I let Lonzo feed him early, get him going, so I can get better shots later. And then he gets everybody else better shots later. And the teams that can't deal with it, like if you play the Celtics and you got Tatum in the post having a guard, what's he gonna do? What can Tatum do? Can't do shit. Can't do a thing, right? And you would just grind them out, and look, man, I would like to see them play inside out. I think you put the ball in Lonzo's hands. And I'm not saying it's because I'm a fan of Lonzo, but he's clearly the best pinpoint passer on the team. We saw last year, like he literally got the ball to Zion in situations to where Zion got to go to the foul line so much, and they would have to foul him to stop him. Like he turns bad position into good position. Let Lonzo facilitate to that man. You get him going early. You already got the size and the strength in him. Y'all pretty much got the strongest front court in the league. Kill them. Kill teams. Like even the games we lost, we lost. They had Bam Adebayo. Who else is gonna stop them? Between Steven Adams and Zion grinding him down, he's not gonna have legs to do anything late game. Who else did we lose to? I'm trying to think real quick. Phoenix. They got Ayton. And they got Crowder. They're tough. But you think they ain't gonna get grinded? No. And even if you don't get to grind them down, guess what? You're going to dictate the pace of the game. So even if Lonzo could stop Book, the pace of the game is going to stop Book. Book is not going to be able to keep his rhythm. And that's what you're doing. Ultimately, this game is about control. Control what you can control. Teams like Memphis that don't really have size, grind them away. Play safe. The game don't have to be wow the entire time. The game has to be this. This is the game. This is more of the game than anything. I would much rather the team play to its strengths. Feed the ball to Zion and Adams. Let them get you going early. Trust them to make the right play. Because they will. Especially Adams. Adams was making the right play. He's been here only 5 games. He's made the right play. Zion was making glimpses, showing glimpses of making the right play last year. Empower him. That's what I would do. Okay, so he don't have a mid-range. See, we spend so much time talking about what the players can't do instead of what they can do. Zion don't have a mid-range or a 3-ball, but that motherfucker can wear you out. That motherfucker can wear you out. And if you don't think so, go look at some of them teams that's guarded him. I remember him playing Tristan Thompson on the Cleveland last year. And by the way, he's on the Celtics. Tristan Thompson really didn't want any parts of Zion. So he was visibly frustrated. Like, if y'all don't believe me, go back and watch the tape of Zion and how Zion just ran him over. And Tristan, all you do is like, what the fuck? Like, Tristan was like, what the fuck, bro? What the fuck is this shit? I know that's funny. But he was like, oh, You're fucking serious? What the fuck is going on, brother? What the fuck? You just gonna let him foul me? You're like, goddamn right, I'm gonna foul your ass. So Tristan Thompson is a great. Let me not say great. He's a solid defender, right? Um, let's put it like this: Jahlil Okafor was giving it to Andre Drummond, who is now in Cleveland, and he was just overpowering him. And he's one of the best defenders in the league. So if he could do that to him, why not let him go? Why not let him go? Let them boys play the way that they have to play because of who you got. You know, if you got another team, fine. If you got different parts, you can space the floor, do all that. But you don't. Play through Zion, play through Adams. Feed them early. Let them get going early. Let them punish teams the entire game. And then late game, let your guards close it out. I don't see what the issue is. The lane open up. They don't have the legs to keep up. That's all I'm saying. I think the Pels should really self-analyze how they play. Yeah, Zion is not a post player like that. Steve Adams is not like a back to the basket kind of guy, but he knows how to score around the rim. Get in there, get physical, and beat those guys. That's all I'm asking. And on defense with the guards, man, get into them guys. They can't guard you. And if you have to, play B.I. at 2. Let B.I. side link bother the 2 guards. Imagine Zoe and B.I. on C.J. McCollum and freaking Dame Lillard. What they gonna do? What the hell are they gonna do? What shot you gonna get? CJ's like 6'2", 6'1". What is he gonna shoot over? Lonzo is 6'6". What is Dame and CJ gonna shoot over all freaking game? You know, that's my thing. And B.I.'s played better defense. He's at least average or above average defensively. Man, I'm up in there. Get out there and defend. Defend their mama in the stands. You know, defend Jesus on the cross. I don't care. Defend your child that ain't born. Hell, when you're dead, you better still be defended. I'm just saying, get out there and play what y'all got. Y'all should be a great defensive team. Play that way. And play physical. Like, intimidate. Like, it's already hard enough that they got to deal with Zion and Steven Adams, but y'all don't go to them enough. Feed them, man. Hey, I'm out of here. Y'all have a good day. Peace.